হ্যালো ফ্রেন্ডস, ওয়েলকাম ব্যাক টু মাই চ্যানেল আলিলান ওয়েটিটি। আর বন্ধুরা, আজকে আবার তোমাদের কাছে নতুন একটা স্টোরি নিয়ে চলে এসেছি। তো আজকের স্টোরিটার নাম হচ্ছে দ্য ফ্রগ অ্যান্ড দ্য মাউস। তাহলে চলো স্টার্ট করে দিই। Once upon a time there lived a frog in a small pond. A mouse lived in a hole under the banyan tree near the pond. They were the best of friends. They could not do without each other, be it heavy rains or the scorching heat of the summer, or even the chilly winter. The frog and the mouse would meet each other every day. Once on a hot summer afternoon, the frog came out of the pond to meet the mouse. He went near the hole and croaked thrice. When the mouse peeped out of his hole, the frog said, "Hey, friend, what are you doing in your hole in this heat? Why don't you come with me and swim in the cold water of the pond?" The mouse said, "Oh no, I cannot come into the pond because I cannot swim." The frog said, "But you don't have to swim. I have an idea. We will tie your forelegs with my hind legs. Then I will swim and you will simply be pulled along behind me. Come on, we will enjoy ourselves in the cold water of the pond instead of sweating in the heat." The mouse liked the frog's idea, so as suggested by the frog, they tied their legs with a string and jumped into the pond. The frog could swim in the water, and so he was enjoying himself. But what about the mouse? Well, the mouse was almost drowning. The water entered his ears, mouth, and nose, and at last he was choked to death. After swimming for some time, the frog came out of the water. He asked the mouse, "So, friend, did you have a nice time?" But the mouse lay still. The frog looked at him closely and realized that his friend was dead. The frog was angry with himself and repented his mistake. But what could he do now? Meanwhile, a hawk who was flying over the pond spotted the dead mouse. It swooped down and caught the mouse and the frog. Poor frog! He too lost his life. Thus, both the friends lost their lives because of their folly. The next story is the camel dance. আগের স্টোরিটা ভীষণ হাসির ছিল, তাই না? তো দেখা যাক এইটা কেমন। One day it was announced in the forest, "Tonight there will be feast in the open square in the middle of the forest. All the animals are invited to the feast. The tiger and the lion, the giraffe and the fox, the monkey and the camel, the deer and all the other animals assemble at the venue of the feast." They enjoyed the grand feast. After the feast was over, the fox stood up and said, "The monkey are the most graceful dancer among the animals. A dance by any one of them will add to the merriment of the feast." The lion, the king of the forest, agreed to the suggestion and gave his consent. The monkey came forward to show his skill in dancing. He danced for some time. All the animals applauded his performance. The lion felicitated him. After that, a camel wanted to show his skill in the dancing. He came to the lion and said, "Your Highness, it is not true that only the monkey can dance. The fox has not seen a camel dance. Well, if he had, he would have invited me first to show my skill. If you permit me, I would like to dance. All the animals look at one another and smile meaningfully. The lion said, "All right, you may entertain us with your dance." The camel has a crooked body. It has a hump. Its lower lip hangs out and it has a very short tail. But the camel came forward confidently. He had a smile on his lips. The animals could hardly control their laughter when they saw him. The camel began to dance, one step here and the others there. He moved his long neck from side to side. Now the animals burst out laughing. The lion asked the camel to stop dancing, but the camel did not listen. He was completely engrossed in his dance. Well, where again would he get such a fine opportunity to show his skill? Now the lion was furious. He roared loudly and said, "Enough! Stop your dance immediately. Don't you see that all the animals are laughing at you? Are not you ashamed of yourself?" The camel was put in an embarrassing situation. Poor camel, he did not understand why the animals were laughing at him or why the lion was angry with him. The feast was over and all the animals returned home. The camel too went home. As he was leaving the place, he said to himself, "From now onwards, I will never go to any place where I am not appreciated." তো বন্ধুরা, কেমন লাগলো দুটো স্টোরি? বেশ সুন্দর না? ভিডিওগুলো ভালো লাগলে প্লিজ লাইক করো। একদম লাইক হচ্ছে না, তাই প্লিজ লাইক করো। আর যারা এখনও সাবস্ক্রাইব করোনি, প্লিজ সাবস্ক্রাইব করো আর আমার পাশে থাকো। এইভাবে আমার স্টোরিগুলো শুনতে থাকো আর নিজেদের মধ্যে শেয়ার করো। আর কি, তো আজকে এতটুকুই থাকলো। টাটা, বাই বাই। কালকে আবার ঠিক দেখা হবে এই সময়। সি ইউ টুমরো।